Michael, 4 hits, a home run, I think 3 walks, and you come in and do what you did today. Can you envision a better opening weekend for you in your first collegiate appearances?
Honestly, I mean, it'd be hard to top what I did this weekend, honestly. I mean, 2 wins. I played relatively well, and like I said, the team came together for the first weekend, and it was great. So, I mean, I can really imagine anything better, personally, myself.
Andrew, you've obviously come up big in a lot of clutch situations in your career, but you weren't having the best day today. How easy or difficult is that to block out in that moment in the ninth, and just kind of walk us through that a bit?
Yeah, I mean it's difficult, struggling earlier in the game and knowing that this is a huge spot right here, and you just got to forget about it and just compete. That's all it is you can't think about timing or mechanics. You just got to go in there and battle and I had a good idea of what I was about to get because I've been getting blown up by every fastball today. So, I was just ready to hit it, ready for that moment, and it was great.
Michael, what was it like just getting ready in the bullpen, knowing you're going to get ready to come into the game, and just kind of what were the emotions like, making your debut there in the 10th?
Honestly, it wasn't even as, nerve-wracking as I thought it would be, because that's something I've been doing since I was 14, 15 years old. I've been pitching since I was at a young – I actually was a better pitcher to start off my baseball career than shortstop. So it wasn't really anything that was nerve-wracking for me, the pitching part, but – just being able to contribute and not giving up the game was my main focus. And, I did that. So it wasn't, it was a good experience. So.
Yeah. Michael, where does your confidence come from, and how do you have any kind of nerves displaying that you're as a true freshman out here on opening weekend? But just kind of where does that come from, that confidence?
Well, I'll be honest, I'm always nervous. I mean, if you're not nervous, my dad always said, if you're not nervous, then you don't care. But my confidence just comes from me just putting in work. I know what kind of work I put in, and I know what I can do for a team, and I know what I can do personally. And I think that I've proven that in the past. And if I keep having that mindset, then I'm gonna keep proving it in the future. So I just love to play baseball. It's just fun out there. So yeah.
Andrew, what does it say about this team to where you guys are down 6 runs going into the 9th, and you still find a way, even though it's not pretty at times, to scratch and claw and find a way to win?
Yeah, I mean, it says a hell of a lot, really. I don't know how many guys got in today's game, whether as a pinch runner, a pinch hitter, defensive substitution. And it was seriously a complete team effort. Guys like Carson Horn would come in and pinch hit and get a base hit. Connor Sino with the home run, and that's something you got to be able to rely on everyone, no matter if you're starting or not. There's only 9 or 10 guys. Today there was 9 because Seitler pitched and hit for himself. But only 9 or 10 guys that get to play, to get to start each day. But you got to be able to rely on everyone else, and just the grit from this team. Yesterday was a similar situation, and it came up a little short, but I mean, just being able to, we would like to do that a little earlier to avoid some of the high blood pressure and heart rate and stress. But it really says a lot that this team, that we just weren't ready to give up, and looking from the outside in, it's like, yeah, you lost 2 out of 3 on opening weekend. Like, it shouldn't happen. Like, forget about that. I think what we showed a little bit yesterday, and especially today, is so much more important than looking at it from whether it was a sweep or not.
Andrew, what were your initial impressions of Michael? Obviously, he's got a lot of confidence and some swagger, I guess, and he's out there shooting bow and arrows on day one and coming off the mound the way he did today after pitching. What do you make of that as an upperclassman, seeing a freshman come in here and kind of carrying himself the way he is?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at the beginning, we were like, whoa, and it was like we might have to, bring this guy down a little bit. But as we've played more and more, it's more of a confidence than an arrogance. And at the beginning, it might have come off as that, just because we didn't know him. We didn't know his energy and how he played. But now it's, myself and everyone else, we really appreciate the energy that he brings. And I've personally, I don't think I've ever seen a freshman have so much confidence in himself than Michael does. And it's just rare. And, we all appreciate it as a team, and, we're getting to see, what he can really bring to us.
Yeah, Michael, just to follow up on what he was just talking about with you. I mean, Coach Kingston was saying you play with joy for the game, and, we see the energy out there and all that. Just how important is that energy for you in a game, and just where does that come from, I guess, for you?
Honestly, I mean, baseball is a game. At the end of the day, take away all the cameras, take away all the SEC, everything is just a game. And the point of the game, in my opinion, is to have fun playing it as well. Like I said, you have to take it serious as well. Obviously, there's things you have to do, but you have to put in work and everything like that. But at the end of the day, if you're not having fun with it, then what's the point? And it honestly just came from me just, high school. High school, middle school, just playing baseball with my friends. Like, I didn't play on a big travel team when I was younger. I played on a team with my local people that I knew. And we just had fun playing. And, we talk smack here, there, and third, mid-game, stuff like that, just how I've always played. And, bringing it to the SEC level, I think I can, influence some people other than that to have some more fun playing baseball as well. So, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.